And we superimpose the UATV logo. We're exterior of the University of Arizona Day. A drone camera sails over campus filled with daily activity, and we hear.
Following the recent prominence of the University of Arizona's film and television program, the UA Media Organization has initiated an ambitious project to follow and document several of its BFA students' progress over the next decade. These are their stories.
Students take their seat. They regard each other with uncertainty as they wait for the instructor to arrive. Professor Hernandez, dressed in a polo shirt, enters clapping.
Take a look around the room, everyone. Out of hundreds and hundreds of students, you were each specifically selected to be a part of the Magic Hour program. Give yourselves a hand. Come on.
They clap half-heartedly. Jack snaps his fingers. And in a solid-colored T-shirt and a baseball cap, our friend RJ rolls his eyes and sighs.
So, unless your parents made a huge donation, you're here because this department believes that each and every one of you is Hollywood material.
And we go to a confessional, and Professor Hernandez speaks directly to the camera.
Obviously, not everyone's Hollywood material. Let's face it, the only way some of these kids are going to find work in LA is if they're an Uber driver.
He shrugs and we go back to the classroom. He continues with enthusiasm.
Now remember, no one succeeds in this industry alone. And since film is a collaborative medium, you'll be prepared with a partner to create your 9-minute Magic Hour film.
A murmur of discontent. Daphne, dark hair, piercings, and dramatic makeup, sits alone and raises her hand.
Professor Hernandez, I don't play well with others.
Well, you'll learn to because I'm picking partners for each of you based on an algorithm I created. Just kidding. We're going to draw names out of a hat.
And he draws a baseball cap. Jack, in a full suit, stands up and gasps.
Wait, is that the cast and crew had from the 1999 seminal indie classic Swimming with Men?
Yes. Just a little something I got everyone on the film. Little reward for all their hard work.
Okay. I love Swimming with Men. It changed my life. I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd.
And we go to the confessional, and RJ speaks to the camera.
What a kiss ass. This guy's going to go far in this business.
Professor Hernandez shakes his hat with the students' names.
All right, now let's see what the Hat of Destiny has decided for each of you.
He dramatically draws a name.
First up is Star.
Yay!
And Star, in a Sailor Moon graphic tee, claps enthusiastically. He pulls another name out of the hat.
And your partner is Kevin Beams.
We go to the confessional, and Kevin Beams speaks directly to the camera.
Do I talk to you or to the camera? Hi. I'm Kevin Beams. I know I might have a couple less hairs on my head, a little less tread on the tires compared to the other students, but I'm proof it's never too late to chase your dreams. I'm really looking forward to working with Star. As we used to say at Office Max, teamwork makes the dream work.
And reaching into his hat, Professor Hernandez pulls out another card.
And next up is Jacques.
Professor, it's pronounced Jacques.
Oh, very well. Jacques. And Daphne.
Daphne smiles. She cleans her teeth with a knife. We go to the confessional, and Jack speaks directly to the camera.
There is something about Daphne's dark aura that just captivates me. And frightens me.
And we go back to see the camera. With only 2 names left in the hat, Professor Hernandez dramatically draws out the reveal.
And finally, for our last 2 names, we've got RJ and
we cut to the confessional, and she speaks directly to the camera.
I'm Esperanza Villafuerte Perez. I'm the president of the University Film Organization, also known as the UFO. I'm the vice president of the DKA as well. In addition, I'm the social media manager for Zona Zoo, senior member of the TFT Coalition, and proud to be in the Magic Hour program. I'm excited to work with RJ. If he's respectful of my ideas, I'm sure we'll work great together.
And we go back to see him. Esperanza turns to RJ and flashes a toothy grin until he blows a bubble.
All right, now remember, class, 2 weeks from today, you'll be pitching your projects to the FTV faculty. I wish you all the best of luck in brainstorming your ideas. Now, get those creative juices flowing and make some movie magic.
And we go to scene 2. We're inside of Panera Bread. Shortly thereafter, Jack and Daphne are seated across each other at a window table. Daphne appears completely deadpan.
I want this film to be an homage to my influences, okay? Ford, Wells, Fellini, the masters, the true craftsmen of cinema.
I just want to see blood.
Well, definitely, in Psycho, Hitchcock didn't bother with fake blood. He actually used chocolate syrup because it gave the blood this realistic sheen on the camera.
She grabs a honey pack and rips it open with her teeth.
Don't worry, Jack. I have a source for the real thing.
Really? Did you know in Poltergeist, they actually use real skeletons in the pool scene.
So do you have anything to contribute other than IMDb fun fact?
I guess not.
They sit thinking. A delivery bot rolls past the window.
Hey, how about we turn a delivery robot into a serial killer?
Daphne, that's brilliant. It's time to make our Sundance reservation.
And we go to camera reset number 1. And the camera whip pans next door to the Scented Leaf, where Kevin Beams and Star sit on the patio. Star hugs her legs.
Gosh, this is so great. We're going to make a real movie. And everybody at Office Max thought I was crazy. This might even make my wife regret leaving me. I just wish I wasn't so worried about falling on my face.
You have to have confidence, Mr. Kevin. As Sakura Kinomoto's invincible spell says, everything will surely be all right.
That is really inspiring, Star. You are so creative. What do you think we should do?
Well, I've always wanted to create my own version of anime's magical girl genre, where average girls are suddenly bestowed with awesome powers and a duty to defeat evil and save the world while wearing sparkly costumes.
Like how Prince Adam transforms into He-Man.
Exactly, Mr. Kevin.
I bet my daughter would love that.
You have a daughter? What's her name?
He holds up his phone.
My sweet little Annie. I pride and joy. She just turned 6.
Oh, she's adorable.
That's a fact. But now I only see her every other Sunday and alternate holidays, except Christmas and Thanksgiving and her birthday.
That's so sad. A loving girl separated from her father. Wait, maybe we could use that.
And we go to camera reset number 2. And we're in the Marshall hallway. Minutes later, RJ and Esperanza sit outside the Hanson screening room.
You know, we've been in a couple of classes together, but we've never actually talked. I mean, I've heard you speak a lot. You're always the first person to raise your hand in class. It's like you're trying to win money at a game show.
I'm not going to apologize for knowing the answers.
Yeah, well, I guess the more you talk, the more Jacques doesn't.
For real, if I have to hear him talk about the underrated brilliance of Hodorowski's one more time, I'm
Gonna shove this messenger bag down his throat?
They share a laugh then.
So what do I call you? Speranza's kind of long.
Esperanza's fine. So let's get right into it.
But first, there's something very important I have to ask you. What's the worst movie you have ever seen?
What? Why not the best?
Well, I think I'll get to know you better this way.
Okay, that's a tough one. I've seen a lot of bad movies, but I'm gonna say Space Jam.
What? I love that movie.
You can't be serious.
Hey, I love basketball. I mean, the Looney Tunes. And actually, this is kind of embarrassing, but when I was younger, I had fantasies about Lola Bunny.
Gonna forget I just heard that. Space Jam was a contrived, poorly written, amateurishly acted 90-minute commercial for shoes.
I don't know if I can work with someone who thinks that way about the jam.
Learn to live with it. Let's get to work.
And we go to camera reset 3. Esperanza reaches into her bag and pulls out a binder notebook. She begins to lay out all of her plans. RJ looks bewildered.
Whoa, what's all this?
Something I've been developing all summer.
Okay. I thought, we were gonna...
When you watch news today, what do you see?
The cute weather girl on Channel 6. I'm gonna regret that later on.
We witness cruelty, prejudice, inhumanity, and if you're at all human, it breaks your heart. I think film as a medium can be used as a vehicle to bring powerful stories to the masses. It can educate, it can inform, and it can demand change.
How many times did you rehearse that?
Perhaps my vision board will help paint a picture.
Well, what's it about?
I just told you.
Right. I get the themes, but what's the story?
Well, RJ, it's about the horror of someone who is suddenly ripped away from everything they know and is subjected to the harshest conditions imaginable. The film will be entirely shot from a first-person perspective. I want the audience to truly feel the weight of this trauma.
And we go to the confessional. RJ speaks to the camera.
Clearly, SB is really passionate. I can tell she put a lot of work into this, which is why I'm terrified to tell her I don't love her idea.
And we go to camera reset number 4.
So you're on board, right?
Wow. Wow, that's really, wow. And that vision board! A lot of work went into that, I bet. Okay, look. I can see you're really into this, but don't you think it's a little bit heavy?
So you don't think deportation is an important issue?
Whoa. I didn't say that. I believe it is. I just feel like such a heavy topic might, turn some people off. Maybe we could come up with something a little bit lighter?
What do you mean lighter? You want to make Space Jam 3?
Okay, hear me out. Why do people go to the movies? They go to be entertained, like we come to this place for magic.
Yeah, I've seen the ad. Get to the point.
My point is that I think we can educate, but I think our goal should be to entertain.
All right, RJ. I'm a good partner. I can listen. I know. Why don't you tell me some of your ideas?
My ideas? Well, I thought we'd come up with something together, like collaborative spirit and all that.
So you're shooting down my idea that I've spent months on, but you have nothing?
Well, not yet, but I will. How about this? Give me a day or two and we can meet up somewhere.
She pulls out her planner.
Let's see. Tomorrow, I got a DKA meeting to organize our spring formal. After that, I'm running an AD seminar for the FTV Coalition. Friday, I'm starting pre-production on our spring short films for UFO.
Oh, good God, how do you have time for a social life?
Unlike most, I'm not here to party. This is my priority.
Oh man, you picked the wrong school.
How about Monday, 8:15 to 9?
a.m.?
Perfect.
Okay, I guess I'll need some coffee. I can bring you one. How do you take yours?
I don't do caffeine.
She gathers her things.
See you Friday.
She exits. He turns to camera.
I think she's really into me.
And we go to scene 3, exterior of the main library. Days later, RJ battles the doors while holding 2 drinks. We go inside the library. Moments later, RJ crosses to Esperanza at the table of the crowded library.
Hey, SB, I got you a matcha.
Thanks, but matcha also has caffeine.
Oh, sorry. I can get you a drink you like better. Say, tonight at Bax.
Dirtbags? I'll bet you're a regular.
She picks up her pen.
So, I'm dying to hear all of your great ideas.
Okay, all right. My first idea is called The Last Crawl. It's about it's a rom-com following this group of STEM majors celebrating their graduation. But one of their friends gets separated from the group and meets this streetwise party girl, and their chemistry ignites as they search for their friends.
So, you want to endorse reckless drinking and unprotected sex?
Whoa, no. No one said anything about unprotected sex.
What other ideas do you have?
Okay. How about university? Two astronomy students discovered...
Next.
Look, Esperanza, I really respect your opinion, but I don't like to play this card, but I actually have quite a bit of experience in the business.
Oh, really now? I was also in my high school production of Oklahoma.
It might surprise you to find out that I actually...
Oh my God!
Camera 1.
Is it really? What are you doing here?
I'm going to school, man, just like you.
I can't believe, I almost didn't recognize you. Can I get a picture with you? Would you mind?
Sure. Oh, SB, turn the phone vertical. I mean, like Instagram's vertical and all that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My sister is not going to believe this.
And we go to camera reset 2. The kid shakes RJ's hand and he exits.
What just happened?
Look, I try not to advertise it, but do you remember the show I'm Telling Mom?
That candy-colored cutesy exclusively Caucasian crap?
Hey, don't forget Tomiko, the babysitter, was on 11 episodes. I was actually the youngest brother on that show.
Oh, God, really? You were Francis the Crybaby? No wonder you pitched such garbage. You were on the Disney Channel.
For 3 of the 4 seasons, anyways. I mean, puberty hit me hard, and the producers thought it was odd for a 9-year-old to be taller than his 14-year-old brother. Okay, laugh all you want, Esperanza, but even though I was just a kid, that experience left me with a really good sense of what works and what doesn't.
Okay, Mr. Hollywood, let's hear another scintillating log line.
Fine. How about this? I recently read a story in the New York Times about the enduring popularity of dog movies. And it got me thinking, how about a guy switches bodies with his dog, and we can call it Switcheroo?
Stop. I'm not doing Canine Freaky Friday.
You haven't given a word I've said a chance.
Because I think we need to collaborate on an idea that is relevant and has meaning.
Uh-huh, and I suppose that would be your idea.
Finally, you're getting it. Now let's talk about casting.
Wait, hold up. I know what works with audiences, and this doesn't.
Look, it's not your fault you were raised in an environment where all your problems were solved in 20 minutes with a laugh track. But the real world doesn't work that way.
Well, I'm sorry, my stories aren't drenched in tragedy and tears. Some people would prefer to be uplifted. It's called entertainment.
It's called dog shit.
Oh, really? Shh. Forget the clubs and the extracurricular activities. What actual experience do you have?
Well, I'll have you know, I was a PA on the pilot episode of Duster for Star Wars director J.J. Abrams.
Whoop-de-doo! Doing what? Fetching coffee and holding up traffic? Shh. Oh, maybe you were the quiet on set police. You seem like you'd be good at that.
Just because you memorized a few lines while you still believed in Santa doesn't mean you know anything about life.
Maybe, but I do know that if you want to succeed in the industry, you need to work with others. Clearly something you're incapable of.
I'm very collaborative. But there's no way I can work with some washed-up child actor.
She gets up and leaves.
Wait a second, Espy.
My name is Esperanza. Shh! Don't shut yourselves.
And she exits, and on RJ's reaction, we go to scene 4, Interior Marshal Building, 2nd floor. Shortly thereafter, Esperanza bursts from the elevator and storms toward the offices, pushing people aside, loaded down with production equipment. We go to Hernandez's office moments later. Esperanza barges into the office and catches him cleaning his massive Funko Pop collection. Behind his desk is a 3-sheet from Swimming with Men.
I can't do it. I can't work with that imbecilic, egotistical, whiny child. I need to change partners now.
Let me guess, creative differences? Esperanza, whatever reason you fashioned up for not wanting RJ as a partner, however legitimate it may or may not be, will only prove the point of this entire process.
And what might that be?
It's a challenge.
This isn't a challenge, it's a cage match. You understand. I just want to share my vision.
You know, this reminds me of my experience on Swimming with Men.
Points to the poster. Esperanza slides down and groans.
You see, I had a vision of a band of synchronized swimmers who, despite all their differences, came together to fulfill a shared destiny. Now, the producers had endless notes. The studio saw a completely different film. The writer, well, nobody really cared about the writer. I believe that the director is the author of a film, so I made the movie I wanted to make.
And they respected you for taking a stand?
No. I never worked in Hollywood again, and thus banished to this godforsaken Dust Bowl, mentoring NYU rejects. There's a lesson there.
Okay, but his ideas are banal and trite. I mean, he spent 3 years on a 4th-rate sitcom and he thinks he's James Cameron.
Oh, I thought I recognized it. The Crybaby? Yeah. Hey, my kids love that show. Hey, you think he'll sign my Funko Pop? I have the whole family, even Tamiko, the babysitter.
Camera goes to reset number 1. Esperanza groans and RJ rocks, knocks, and barges in.
Speak of the devil.
Sorry, sir, I can't work with her.
At least we agree on something.
There's no leeway with her. She's a total control
Oh my
freak.
God, you're insufferable. You don't take anything seriously.
Okay, people. Film history is littered with unlikely collaborators. Luis Buñuel and Salvador Dali. Hitchcock and Thornton Wilder. Francis Ford Coppola and Michael Jackson. Surely, you two can find some common ground.
Never in a million years.
Oh, I feel like we're at an impasse here. And I think there's only one solution.
He pulls a quarter out of his pocket and holds it up.
Leave it to fate. Call it.
Seriously, there's no way I'm risking my future on a coin toss.
What's the matter, as for you, chicken?
I call heads.
He flips it, the coin, it glimmers and jingles, and we cut to the hallway moments later. RJ and Esperanza exit the office. Esperanza enlivened, RJ like a sad dog. She hands him a stack of flashcards.
Better steady up, partner.
He pats him on the back, trots off as we fade out. End of Act 1. We open Act 2. We fade in on Scene 5. We're at exterior of the Marshall Building 3 days later.
Okay, everyone. Today is the day that you workshop your pitches amongst each other before you bring them to the faculty.
We go into the classroom. Professor Hernandez gathers his things from the desk and heads for the door.
Wait, you're not staying to moderate?
Hell no. This is for you guys to share your thoughts and feedback with each other. Remember to keep criticism constructive. Try not to rip each other to shreds.
And he exits.
So, who wants to go first?
Esperanza and RJ stops him. Jack stands up, volunteering. Daphne follows.
With horror being today's dominant genre, our piece narrates a parable of rampant technology in the spirit of Isaac Asimov's I, Robot, as well as Fritz Lang's 1927 masterpiece.
It's about a delivery robot that goes on a killing spree.
Camera resets number 1.
You know, those delivery robots are pretty spooky. I mean, do we really want to make them scarier than they already are? We already have 5 Terminator movies.
Actually, there are 6 Terminator movies, but of course, only the first 2 are worth done. Because don't even get me started on Terminator Genesis.
Thank you, Jack.
Jacques.
Whatever. I'm just questioning what impact the film is supposed to have on the audience.
It's meant to traumatize people.
Exactly. It's a metaphor, okay? For how rampant technology will take over the world and humanity itself.
Last murmurs in agreement, except for...
Don't you think you could do something more realistic?
What's more realistic than death?
Well, perhaps you lack the cinematic intellect to fathom the depth of our film.
Hey, dude. Esperanza's only trying to help.
They acknowledge each other with a shared nod.
Thank you, RJ. Jacques, I'm of the opinion that every project can be improved at any stage.
Yeah, like, how about this? All of the victims live in a sorority.
That's not...
I love it. AD Pie finally goes boom, boom.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
Yay! The team's finally helping each other. Esperanza, do you want to go next? We're still working on our props.
They're coloring with markers on papier-mâché masks.
We're ready. Here, hold this.
She shoves a thick binder at RJ before carrying her own copy. She clears her throat and puts on her game face.
Picture this. You and your family are struggling to make ends meet when suddenly your house is raided. A loved one is viciously snatched away in the middle of the night, never to be seen again. You may think this is fiction, but this is a tragic tale for many. We call it...
Torn away.
The camera reset number 2. The students stare blankly. No one says a word. And we go to the confessional. And camera reset number 3. Esperanza looks expectantly in the class. Then finally...
Well, I can definitely see that you put a lot of thought into this, but doesn't it make you feel sad?
I mean, that's the point.
It's really dark, even for me.
Well, at least it has a happy ending, right?
No. This isn't a fairy tale. It's the brutal and very real side of society. Not every story is a picture-perfect fantasy.
Look. I get you all think the idea needs some work, but Esperanza has spent a lot of time on it, and I think with a few tweaks, it can be something thought-provoking and, dare I say, magical.
And the camera reset number 4. We go to the confessional and Esperanza speaks to the camera.
Considering the fact that RJ and I wanted to rip each other's faces off 2 days ago, it was unexpected for him to stand up for me. Maybe we will be able to collaborate after all. Just maybe.
And we go back to scene. Star and Kevin Beams stand in front of the class. Kevin Beams and Star put their masks on and Star announces,
We present to you Star Beams!
confetti flies and we dissolve too. Scene 6, exterior Marshall building night, days later. Esperanza is waiting in front of the building. She sees RJ pull up in a Mazda Miata. RJ exits the vehicle.
Hey. What?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a big TV star like you to drive such a POS.
Good to see you too. Oh, I brought you something. Call it a peace offering. Oh, I'm telling Mom, the writers always had a bucket of these in the room. Apparently it's like a writer's staple.
I don't do sugar.
What do you do?
Prep for big presentations. I want to get this down so we're ready for this.
You know, professionals say to never over-prepare for an audition. You end up overthinking.
And did you ever have a successful audition post I'm telling Mom?
Just give me my note cards.
She hands him a stack, and we go to the editing room later that night. RJ and Esperanza prepare their presentation.
When you watch the news today, what do you see? You see cruelty, prejudice, inhumanity, disenfranchisement, and if you're at all human, it breaks your heart.
Torn Away is based on real events and real people. In this cruel and inhumane society that we live in... I'm sorry, isn't this a little redundant?
Well, we need to stress the horror that a significant part of our population face in this country.
No, I get that, but we don't need to be repeating
Please
ourselves.
just stick to the script.
Torn Away is based on... I'm sorry, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but there's always room for improvement at every stage, right? What if we change inhumane...
No. This is the way it needs to be told. If we do it right, it'll change minds, and eventually it'll change lives.
I don't get it. I thought we were becoming a team. Why won't you budge on this?
Okay. What were you doing when you were 10? Getting slimed at the Kids' Choice Awards?
Yeah.
Want to know what I was doing when I was 10 years old? Watching my undocumented grandma get taken away. The story is about her. She always said I was her pequeña estrella, her little star. Imagine having someone who understands you more than anyone, who makes you feel seen, and then out of nowhere they're ripped away from you and you never see them again. You don't know how it feels to lose something like that.
Whoa, I had no idea. But I do know what it's like to have your whole world turned upside down.
When your TV family replaced you?
Okay, look, you may think I have this cushy life, but you want to know the truth? All that work, all those hours, all those flagrant violations of child labor laws, and I still ended up without a dime.
What? How could that have happened? Aren't there laws in place for stuff like that?
Oh, there are, but there are ways around them. And my manager and accountant took advantage of every last one.
That's terrible. Why didn't you just sue them?
Well, because my manager was also my mother.
Oh. What about the accountant?
Dear old dad.
Wow, Thanksgiving must have been fun at your house.
I wouldn't know. I emancipated at 15 and I've been on my own ever since. Actually, for a bit, I did live with my TV dad. Great guy.
Well, what do you do for money now?
What Carrie Fisher called a lap dance for the fans.
What?
Oh, I sign autographs at Comic-Cons. I'm on Cameo. Plus, I had that one commercial for toothpaste in the Philippines.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to go to all those big conventions with tons of fans who are dying to meet you.
Uh-huh. Well, it's not all that glamorous. I mean, for God's sake, next month, I'm going to a convention in Jacksonville. Have you ever been to Jacksonville? The breathalyzers there make sure you're drunk enough to drive.
If you can make a living selling autographs, what are you doing here?
Look, I love doing that show, but I don't want that to be my legacy. I want to be a real artist, a real filmmaker. It can be done. I mean, look at Ron Howard, Jodie Foster, and maybe one day, me.
We go to the confessional. Esperanza speaks to the camera.
Either that man is the greatest actor on the planet, or he's actually being sincere. And I saw enough episodes of Vibe telling Mom to know which.
We go back to scene. We're in the editing room.
Can I have one of those red vines?
I thought you don't do sugar.
Hey, we're writers. Might as well eat like them.
And he hands her a red vine and takes a couple for himself. And after a beat,
RJ, I want to apologize.
You know how to do that?
I'm being serious. I haven't been a particularly good partner. I misjudged you, and I'm sorry for that. And I never said it, but I really appreciate you having my back in class the other day.
We're a team, right?
he offers her another red vine.
You want another?
They're not great, but yeah.
That's how it starts.
And they continue eating red vines and working. And we dissolve to scene 7. We're in the confessional with Star and Kevin Beams.
Today's the day where we all present our ideas.
I'm really stoked. I think I'm more excited about this than I was on my wedding day. Wait, you can cut that out, right?
Then we go to the confessional with Jack and Daphne.
I know our bitch is going to kill.
And if it doesn't, I know where they live.
And we go to the classroom. Professor Hernandez and his colleague enter and take their seats at the head of the class.
Good morning, class. I'm sure you all know Professor Wing. He will be joining me today, hopefully, to greenlight your projects. So, who wants to go first?
Esperanza raises her hand. RJ yanks it down. Moments later, we intercut the other students' presentations.
This is a tale of life and death. Like the moment when technology goes mad.
And an everyday girl discovers a secret world of imagination and beauty.
It's graphic, explicit, and disturbing. Very disturbing. When
A lonely little girl unexpectedly stumbles upon a magic amulet that allows her to harness the power of other dimensions.
Suddenly, a fellow delivery robot is struck and destroyed by a pink Jeep Wrangler, driven by the president of the Ivy Pi sorority.
She becomes our heroine, Starbeam, a light in the darkness, going on to battle wizards and dragons and
killer robots bent on seeking revenge along Greek Row.
But at her most hopeless moment, Starbeam leaps off the mountaintop into the sea of dreams.
Where the winter formal has just begun. But by the end, everyone will be wearing red.
Finally, in the 5th dimension, Starbeam is reunited with her long-lost father, and they embrace as...
The camera irises is on the sorority's president's scattered remains. As we fade to black.
The class and instructors applaud wildly.
Wow. I'll say this. They were very creative.
Hey, y'all know you only have 9 minutes, right?
Camera resets number 1, and we go to the confessional. Esperanza and RJ look at the camera.
It's finally our turn, and with all that's riding on this, I guess it's only natural to be a little nervous. Right, RJ?
Yeah, sure. Could you keep it down for a sec? Hey, Rachel, Francis here. You're super awesome. Sister asked me to wish you the happiest 21st birthday ever. And remember, you better not do anything crazy or I'm telling Mom.
And we go back to scene.
Okay, and next up is Esperanza and RJ.
Esperanza grabs her note cards while RJ shuffles through his note cards.
When you see the news today, what do you see? You see horrifying cruelty, prejudice, inhumanity, disenfranchisement, and if you're at all human, it breaks your heart.
Our film is inspired by a true story.
The audience is forced to relive the same agony, the poor and defenseless face being torn from their homes without due process.
And when...
The entire story is filmed from a first-person perspective, so the audience can truly experience the horrors these victims face.
Esperanza examines the audience. Jack yawns. Daphne peels an apple with her knife. Hernandez checks his watch.
Don't you all realize the importance of this story? The relevance of our narrative manifests itself through this tale of humiliation and the suffering it brings to those who love them.
Esperanza, I think they get the picture.
No, they don't. I want them and the entire audience to understand the weight of this trauma. At the end of the film, if you believe there's going to be a glimmer of hope, you're out of luck, because we cut to black. Our ending leaves us with no closure, just like the victims who continue to live in this uncertain reality.
She looks at the audience expectantly. Everyone sits in silence, baffled. Hernandez finally clears his throat.
Well, I certainly respect your passion.
I agree, but a question. Is this concept better suited for Barika's documentary class? Oops, sorry, that might be a microaggression.
Esperanza, this is a story we hear about a lot in the media. What are you going to do to distinguish this from the others?
What about the front to humanity? And didn't I mention the first-person camera? Plus, it's in black and white.
Still, what makes your story unique?
Well, actually, what my partner has not revealed yet is that all of our characters are dogs.
Dogs? Now that's an interesting twist.
No, please, that's not...
Oh, it's a very clever parable. Yes, like Orwell's Animal Farm.
Yes, but that's not what...
But everyone loves dogs. You know, I recently read an article in the Times about the enduring popularity of canine films.
Yeah, we know how to get the audience's tails wagging.
Everybody laughs, and Esperanza's anger is boiling over. We go to scene 8. We're in the hallway. Moments later, Esperanza and RJ walk out. She's furious. He's on top of the world.
So, want to go celebrate? It's Thursday, so let's get thirsty. $5 margs at Frogs, and then we can...
She shoves him into the wall, starts hammer fisting his chest.
You just utterly destroyed everything! Locked my family's blood in tears! How could you do that?
Chill out, SB. We were headed towards a cliff. I slammed on the brakes and saved the pitch. You're welcome.
With dogs? Oh, how could I invite my family to watch this? This is humiliating. And to top it off, I'm allergic to dogs.
Just think for 1 second. We're not changing the story. Nothing's different. The themes are sharper. And we can make the lead a labradoodle. They're hypoallergenic.
Absolutely not.
Hits him in the stomach.
No audience is ever going to see this because I'm not going to do it. You're on your own.
Just think about it, please. Just stray dogs live in fear of being snatched off the street and thrown in cold, overcrowded cages. Ring a bell? Think of all the good dog IP. I mean, Lassie, Beethoven, the Paw Patrol.
Yeah. Esperanza starts off. RJ chases her, and we go to camera reset number 1. Esperanza rushes into the elevator just as the doors close on RJ. Standing in the back of the elevator are Daphne and Star.
Wow, Esperanza, they were crazy about your project.
Wing was gushing over it. Jack was so jealous.
Well, I mean...
And the dog pound idea is ingenious.
Really? You know, no one has ever explored the immigration crisis through a lens like this. By the time the audience realizes what the real message is, they'll understand it, I hope.
And seeing it through a dog's eyes makes it all the more petrifying.
I love it. It's like Zootopia. Good luck with it, Esperanza.
And if you need any blood, let me know.
Camera reset number 2. We go to the lobby. The 3 girls exit the elevator right as RJ bursts out of the stairwell and rushes up to Esperanza out of breath.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry I jumped in, but we had to do something. We were losing them. Esperanza, I know you can bring this thing to life and get everything you want out of it.
You're right.
So come on, please just stop and consider for... Wait, what?
You're right.
I'm right?
Yes, it was quick thinking.
You really like it?
I'm starting to. Sorry, I had a bit of
Aneurysm?
RJ. I'll admit, sometimes my emotions get the better of me. I know I'm overprotective of the things I create, and I do realize how stubborn I can be. And
SB, stop. You had me, and I'm right.
They smile at one another then.
Partners?
Offers her hand.
Deal.
They shake.
One condition, though. Drinks at Frogs?
Down, boy.
And as they head for the front doors, we hear...
In June of that year, Roland R.J. Johnson and Esperanza Villafuerte Perez's film, The Pound, captured Magic Hour's Best Picture Award. A decade later, we are proud to report on them and their peers' progress.
We go to camera reset 3. We're on a soundstage. Kevin Beans, now dripped out with a goatee and star with bright blue hair, stand in front of an urban fantasy set.
So, we expanded our short into a feature script, and surprisingly enough,
MGM picked it up. And
Greta Gerwig directed it, and it grossed a worldwide gross of 800 million. We're currently writing 2 sequels.
And best of all, my wife took me back, and now I can spend every day with my little girl.
And we go to the exterior of the Beverly Hills mansion. We see Kevin, his wife, and daughter enjoying their new swimming pool. And we cut to the Loft Cinema, night.
I'm still very much engaged in the cinema, working every day to elevate Arizona's independent film scene.
Hey! I told you to make more popcorn!
Oh, seems like you caught me in between gigs. That's really good.
And for God's sakes, clean this bathroom, Jack!
Stop.
And we go to a basement, night.
After I was released, I found my calling as a makeup artist, and I love my job.
The camera tilts down to an open coffin where Daphne applies finishing touches to an embalmed female cadaver. She pokes a woman's nose. We go to camera reset number 4. We go to Esperanza's office, night. The shelves are filled with plaques, pictures, and posters of the progressive films she's produced. The nighttime LA shimmers behind the picture window behind her.
I couldn't be prouder to be the president of the LA Chicana Film Society. We explore and promote Latin stories. We're trying to give the community the voice and exposure it deserves.
And we go to a soundstage. Day. RJ stands on a bustling set during rehearsals.
After years of rejection, I finally came up with something that no one could say no to. I'm the creator and showrunner of I'm Still Telling Mom. With me are my brothers raising kids of our own, and we're currently shooting our 2nd season for Disney+.
Hey, boss, they're waiting for you in casting.
Boss. How about that, huh?
And we go to the Johnson residence. Day.
Looking back at the Magic Hour program now, I learned how to be a part of a team, and it turned out to be a winning combination.
As she speaks, the camera dollies across a river of framed photos, parties, graduations, award shows, red carpets, vacations, and a wedding photo. Esperanza the bride and RJ the groom. The camera lands on Esperanza and RJ sitting on the couch together.
Our collaboration started off rocky, but I knew from the start she was into me.
They take each other's hands.
In the beginning, it was all about making movies. But ultimately, what we've discovered is the true magic is found in real life.
And as the camera iris is in, we fade to black. The end. All right, let's hear it for the everybody. Writers, take a bow. Writers, take a bow.